the live performance. But anyway, like I was saying earlier, I lost so much sleep over the previous times I laid my eyes on Miss Keita Rose. And it wasn't until this moment, literally this moment, that I realized what was going on and what I needed this whole time. Because first and foremost, let me go ahead and say that Keita Rose might very well be one of the greatest storytellers of our time. Mojo Jojo. All right, lady. You really toxic, but you growing on me. I can. It's a really acquired taste. Pause. So so she was on the famous panel of black people arguing live in the studio called Tonight's Conversation. Now, most people say the same shit over and over again. I don't watch it, but ... Me personally, like I said before, I can't watch that shit no more. Because for one, it's not a genuine thing. Whenever you see these panel discussions, anytime you see at this point, people are trying to do like a real world reality show type formula where you have these types of people, and you put them all together and then let them kind of do what they do, or let nature play its course. And it's the same thing with like these kind of panels, but tonight's conversation is a little bit different because they actually built up a following to where they started doing live, not perform, but I guess we could say a live show. You know what I'm saying? Where the crowd can participate, and like, yo, people was paying a lot of money for these shows. And then it dawned on me that, okay, so the whole thing about the Ace Metaphor is a guy that's in charge of this stuff and whatnot. He's also a content creator, and he makes content. I mean, basically, he is someone who really embraces and understands that it is a business to lie to women. Though it is a business to lie to women, but it's still not righteous, because it's the same as encouraging someone who's overweight that to basically eat what makes them happy and a follow their heart. Following your heart is the worst advice you can give yourself for like most things. It's one thing to say follow your spirit can play into like your intuition. No, I mean, I'm sorry, not intuition. I'm sorry. That's what moral compass. Duh, moral compass. That's your moral. You need a moral compass. Heart is cool. Heart, like in terms of like sincerity. When it comes to making long-term decisions, you feel me? You get the process. But anywho, so Keita Rose has been doing a whole series called Who the F Did I Work For? And she's kind of, I mean, she's not, you know what, to a certain degree, she did say in the beginning, I'm not the kind of person that, even though we ain't cool no more, or we ain't working together no more, I'm gonna put your business out there. At first, I made the joke in the other video saying, but you're making mad videos talking about what happened. So in essence, you are kind of putting a business out there. That's Keita. Hold on. This is Keita. I'm giving y'all some production, son. You see me pointing to this shit? You see this shit? Y'all deserve me. Like, share, and subscribe if you're still here. I love you. And I love you, Keita. If she got a man, I'm sorry. I'm doing content. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, Duke. Much respect. It's not real. This isn't real. That's a random like quote from one of my favorite documentaries on the Fire Festival on Hulu. Go check it out. Anywho, let's let I wanted to get into this Keita Rose story. So this is about when when the bull Rico was on there. So Rico was I just see him. I thought he was on eight at the table, which is also I feel like a terrible show. Not terrible as in there's a terrible people, but it's like, again, it's like those conversations seem really uncomfortable, disingenuous, and it just doesn't really seem like a thing that could be productive if it's black men and black women talking at the same time. It doesn't seem productive. It's like you got one side, it's like you have this man that's begging this woman to come to reason, and then you have the woman that just has every single endless list of defenses and an endless how can I say supply of ire and resistance to whatever you're talking about. All right, or she'll just lie and feign ignorance, that like she'll know what you're talking about. type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like those shows. But I'm gonna let Keita cook. I said we're gonna do a quick show, but like always, I am a liar.
Who the fuck did I work for?
Go ahead, babe.
A lot of you don't like that there be smoke in my videos, but I'm unemployed. To everybody that has reached out to me, asked me if my mental
what? Says all right, well.
was okay, asked me if I'm good. I really do appreciate you. I seen some comments saying like she's playing the victim. She acts like a victim. I'm not a victim. I don't even want to call myself a victim. I trusted a man with taco meat on his face. That man has a taco meat beard. That is
Damn. I would hate for someone to get a lick off on me like that. She got a lick off on you. You said you got a taco meat beard. She been waiting to see it. Oh, I can't be around someone like that. And Keita, I do love you, but I can't be around someone that's that sharp because I'm the funny one. That was way too funny for my liking. She said taco meat beard. She trying to say that nigga, if you was a rapper, you be young. He talking about Ace Metaphor. She's saying if you was a rapper, you be young Taco Tuesday. She said you got a taco bowl in your face. You did no. She said it's tonight's Chipotle conversation. She said she actually do your beard come with queso. All right, these taco jokes doing anything for y'all? Whatever, you know what? Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up for yourself.
Is the makings of a shiesty fella. Ladies, if your boyfriend has taco meat on his face, he's going to mess you up. Listen to me. I can speak from experience. And that reminds me, a lot of you were saying, well, I wouldn't listen to such and such, or I wouldn't listen to such and such. Listen, it didn't start off a panel. It was first a conversation. So season 1 was me, Rico, Mojo. Y'all, let's take a poll, guys.
So that's Rico right there, dude with the I think he has dreads, and that's Mojo Jojo. She keep calling Ace Metaphor Mojo Jojo. I need to know why she's called him that. I need to know what is the origin behind that name.
Do you like Mojo Jojo, or do you like Taco Meat Beard Man? So I know I mentioned in my story on Instagram that he used to say things like, you're not going to be aesthetically pleasing, or are you working on your weight, Keita? And that this is what I look like when I met him. But who was ugly? Also, taco meat on your face. Now, Rico was the first villain. He came in to not only be a part of the podcast.
I mean, come on. No one. Come on. First of all, she looks. I mean, well, nah. She lost weight. Because actually, I remember seeing her before, and I remember her being heavier before. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't a cute girl, but come on. But you know that when you in production and you're under some bright lights, especially for the women. I mean, everyone should. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't want to be on one of them shows. I'm too fat for that. I'm too fat. I don't know, man. I gotta lose about 50 pounds to look all right on one of them stages. I can't say I ain't sitting up there a little like a bag of laundry. Now, again, in real life, I'm still very sexy, but I'm a big guy. You know what I'm saying? So, currently, man, I fell off hard. I didn't fall off. I started making too many fucking concessions with my diet in 2020, so I gained a little weight. But anyway, back to what you were saying. And that's what I've been talking about with plus size women. It's always this resentment, like, in terms of like, anytime someone gives them direction or advice that first of all, it's uncomfortable and it's inconvenient. I know it's really tough for women to deal with, like, someone commenting on anything that says that they're not really attractive. But okay, it is too. I think also because she has a very nice shape. Especially in that picture that it was just showing just now when she was supposed to be heavier and everything. And again, she ain't look bad. It's just that when you on under them lights, you want to be as small as possible because like people look heavier on stage. People look bigger on. I don't know what it is, but people look bigger on them stages. Like everyone, most times, right? At least me personally, whenever I met a celebrity, that celebrity looked way small to me in person. You know, and this is back when I was younger. I mean, when I was way smaller. Like when I met T.I. or just other just different like Dame Dash. Like, you know, I did not know Dame Dash was that small. You know what I'm saying? I think Dame Dash was like 5'7", 5'8", 5'7". You know what I'm saying? Not that I was expecting no big dude, but you're not thinking about these people being like, you know, being real slim. Most people in the industry, especially at that time, it's 05, 06. Like a lot of times, if you met a famous person, they was always mad slim or mad slim. You know what I mean? But you see them on camera, they look normal size. You know. But anywho.
But like help direct the podcast. So one day we were.
So she's going to tell the story about basically about Rico's time there, right? So yeah, so Rico, I guess he's on a few shows. I don't really know, but basically he's one of the personalities in the space. But I don't think Rico does like content of his own. I mean, at least I haven't seen it. But I know him from doing like basically like panel types of content, and his whole style, or I don't know, I'm not really sure what his character is supposed to be. I think his character is pretty much like, I'm the guy that these women are looking for, like type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that real like like swagged out 1% type of dude. You know what I mean? Where like you don't know where he getting the money from, but he talk like he make a lot of money. You know what I mean? And you know, you always dress nice and, you know, shit like that, and always well groomed and everything. You feel me? So that's why I know about Rico. So what she's gonna talk about, and one of the reasons why I wanted to bring this up was because this speaks to how men respect each other and how a solid man acts around other kings. Or how a solid man is supposed to carry himself, especially if you are around other like you know, attractive and talented people. You know what I mean? And one thing that you never want to look like is a hater. All right. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the biggest reason why that man was pushed away was because of the attention he probably was getting. You know what I'm saying? Also, when you're a really attractive guy and a really handsome guy and whatnot, believe it or not, people do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? People do shit like that, especially if it's a guy who feels as though he struggles or has struggled to get genuine attention, genuine attraction from women. So I want to go ahead and share some of that before we get into this, and I'm going to navigate some love at the lockup. Action.
For shooting, and I guess we all found out that Rico didn't appreciate being talked to a certain way, and also just it was bad. It was explosive. Now Mojo Jojo.
Yo, the way a woman tells a story, she's talking about them having a fight. Having a serious fight, and somebody was threatened. You know what? I guess she's not telling people all the business, because she kind of is giving you like, basically. She just said, God, for two men, for things to get real bad between two men, that mean that people actually, she does say that he threatened them, but so basically they was going to fight in so many words.
Said in one of his lives that I think that he had hired 100 cast members. There's been so many cast members in and out of his house. That was the guest cast. That wasn't core cast. Core cast stayed the same every freaking day. So we're sitting in his basement and we're all having a conversation about I just don't know what, but Mojo Jojo and Rico get into it back and forth. Rico doesn't like how he's being spoken to, so he says something along the lines of, shut up, I'll beat your ass in your own house, something like that. I don't know. Allegedly, it's not verbatim. And then Mojo Jojo said, use your words. At that moment, I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. Hit him. Hit him. But he didn't. He acted very professionally. We didn't see Rico again. And I think that's when we saw him, I guess, one or two straggling shows, but Rico didn't need the money. So we didn't see Rico again. But I think that's when I found out that when you do stand up for yourself, I mean, he didn't have to say. But when you do challenge him, you're going to get fired. It's going to be your last day, bud. And sure, I could have quit at that moment. I could have said, oh, you can't challenge him. If you challenge him, it's going to be a problem. But I did not, because I enjoyed the people that I worked with. I was making good money and I didn't want to quit my job. Would you quit your job if you found out that your boss was a what's crazy is along the years, a lot of people have been using words like narcissist and diagnosing everyone around them. But when you actually see a narcissist, do you know what to look for? A lot of you think that I'm bullying our friend Kit Kat, but I'm not. I truly believe she's a female narcissist. And no, I'm not a doctor. But I think when you blindly believe and follow whoever, including myself, you don't do victims justice. People that didn't deserve whatever happened to them. So please think about that because these men, and there are a lot of men. There's so many. There's so it's raining men. So a gentleman reached out and said that he dated Kitty, the, relationship expert. So I'm sure the relationship was healthy and loving and progressive. Well, he said that he was cheating on her, right? Which no woman wants. So I want to be fair and tell all the facts. But the woman just reached out, I guess the girl that he cheated with, and it says Kitty did try to kill him that night. It was because I had butt dialed him. Around that time, he had been messing with both me and her. She found out. Then she got ugly. That girl used to cyber stalk me. She found out where I lived. She used to go live and talk about me and him over her FB and TikTok. It was a whole shit show. So she's saying she butt dialed him. And
my bad. I was zoning out. The Spanish couple down below me is fighting again, and I don't know. Sometimes I just miss having some passion in my life. Yo, goodness great. Yo, if I didn't know anything about women and whatnot, I would be like worried about what's going on down there. Like she always screaming at this guy through the phone. You know what's the saddest thing is hearing like women like cry about money or talk about like like how much money they make and whatnot and not having no money. Like, yo, that is the most uncomfortable shit ever. Oh my gosh. And I feel like as I get older, I feel like this is like more and more of a thing. So right now, down there arguing. But anywho, going back to the wait, so I want to react to this shit because I wanted to touch on like what's the proper and healthy way to interact with men, and what it is. I think what probably went on was, it's disrespect. Men only start arguing like that when they're being disrespected, and what more than likely happened is, for one, like I went over in the other video, Ace actually stole that card game idea from Derrick Jackson, and I bet you he ain't give him none of that money or try to help him in any kind of way. And I bet you he ain't try to help that man out at all. He actually went on these. He started out doing these tours with Derrick Jackson and someone else. So he had been doing this for a minute. And what's funny about when people do a business, or even a con can kind of still be a business, is that it takes them a few iterations. It's like the Matrix. It takes like a few versions of it in order to kind of get it there. You know what I mean? And you just this takes different trial and error before you can get comfortable doing something. You know what I mean? Or you can get comfortable or just develop your product. Like I said before, his product was, he finally figured out, yo, if I make lying to women and basically just making porn for women, you know what I'm saying? That's what this content is. It's prawn. It's corn. It's corn for women, because the whole point is to get them to an echo chamber. It's a very nice echo chamber, and that's also a business. So I've been thinking more about that. Like, all right, in order for the content to be good, it has to be a little echo chamber rich. You have to know what your audience likes to hear, or what's entertaining to them, what's engaging to them. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, she's going at it down there, man. I'm about to close out this portion of the show and go ahead and get you out the love at the lockup in a moment. Fighting this nigga? Anyway, all right, so so this back to respect. Yeah, guys, what you also going to find too is that guys who are not comfortable with women or don't really seem to have genuine relationships with women where there's a genuine attraction, meaning that she looks at him like he's cool, or she's impressed with him, or she looks at him like as if he's a viable choice, right? And again, some guys just don't have that natural swag about them. He's one of those guys, or one of those guys that he has the performance down pat. You don't really necessarily have the substance. And that's what it is. He doesn't have substance. I mean, and again, People who can make money this way, where they can put this kind of shit together, a lot of times, a lot of it has to do with the fact that they're willing to do anything to make it happen, including lying. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, yeah, man, you don't, yeah, man. So, for the women, whenever you're around someone and you see that this guy is disrespectful, get away from him. Because those kind of people are going to have you making bad causes, and whatever they have going on at some point is going to go away, or it's going to become compromised, or it's going to end badly. So that's what I have for that. I lied again about a short show, but whatever. I love y'all. I do it for the not the culture. But anywho, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. On to the next topic. All right, so no intro. All right, whatever. I don't know what you're doing, stream y'all, but it's cool. I'm doing just fine. To anyone who used to know me, I'm doing just fine. Actually, I'm doing more than fine. Everything I said I was going to be doing, I'm doing. I'm still the maker of miracles. I'm still the goddamn bringer of rain. I'm about to bring out right now. Love after lockup time. Love after lockup time. It's daddy's favorite show. It's daddy's favorite. Cut it. Relax. You're doing, you know what I'm saying? You're doing too much, man. You're doing too much. You're doing.
I have somebody I love in the bricks.
In the bricks, nigga? Come on now. So we're gonna jump around love after lockup. I haven't gotten into this couple as much because they timeline. It's one of the more boring white couples. They're like they one of them couples where it's like, yeah, y'all might make it. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, like you guys might make it. So fair use. So what I want to cover, and I wanted to show this conversation where the mom, is basically talking to the cast member. I think her name is Savannah, and she's talking to her basically about relationships. And what she's trying to do is I'm not sure what the disconnect was. I'm not sure what happened in life, but but she saw it fit to have this conversation on camera, so we're gonna just take it at face value. But what she's trying to do is give her a game and help her with her choices and understanding what long-term decisions are. Because when it comes to long-term, and again, welcome to Six Paths TV. One of the most important things that I want you guys to learn is the importance of long-term decision and your ability to make long-term decisions. All right. And how faith plays a role in that, because faith is what's going to drive you to do the right thing. It's really hard to do the right thing in a moment. Super, super tough. Right. But you'll be more inclined to do the right thing if I know when I do this right thing, I have faith that this good thing is going to happen. Like real talk. I always tell y'all, like me being even in this apartment was a huge test of my faith, because I couldn't go on other places. I had a realtor where they said, "Yo, it was a few places where it was like, yo, if you want to go here, you look in there, you like it, you can go ahead and live there, no questions asked, just pay all the money, no questions asked." And something told me this to go ahead and let me just pursue all my options. And I was like, all right, well,